Good morning, Earth Anchors, and happy completion and fulfillment of Earth Day. I don't know how many of you meditated yesterday or participated in the global activities, even if you just paused while you were chasing your children or your grandchildren around your yard and were honoring the resurrection and renewal energy of Easter yesterday with your families, friends, and neighbors. All contributions towards a peaceful anchoring for ourselves, for humanity, for the earth, all of it counts. It all makes a difference. It's cumulative and it's compounded, and it's a really beautiful thing. So this morning, as I am doing my practice and my discipline for anchoring in the earth, and some of the ways that I routinely do that I've shared in past videos are coming outside, connecting with what I've created, what I've co-created, quite honestly, with the microbial life in my soil that knows that I won't ever poison it with what I consider to be chemicals and compounds that are not part of its natural element. For the creatures that live on my property that know that I will never come out and directly, toxically poison them and limit their ability to be part of the processes of moving around the pollen and the stamen and the elements of pollination that are so important in my yard as part of nature and part of the co-creative element of cultivating a garden. And talking, feeling, anchoring all the way down into Mother Earth herself. It's a practice that we used to know. It's a practice that our ancestors were hinged in, that they would never have considered not making a part of their lives, that they actually were codependent on. And there's so many ways that we can, in a modern world that is evolving and changing, that we can buy in. And I want to talk about some of the ways that we can just get back to anchoring even in the smallest way. Because as we know, some of us are dealing with different living circumstances. We're in temporary housing, we're living in apartments, we don't necessarily have land. How many of you are aware that you are not grounding properly on a regular basis? What does grounding mean? We have magnets, magnetic energy, electromagnetic energy in our bodies. It exists in the earth. It exists in all sentient life around us. The birds that fly in flocks and formation have magnets in their brains. They understand the difference between the polars, north, south, east, and west. And so does the microbial life. They know how to move in directions, and they have almost an unconscious understanding of how to use it. Humanity's lost this a lot, and we don't go outside and ground, and we sleep in beds that have a tendency to not keep us grounded, and we sleep next to conflicting electromagnetic frequencies in our phones and our smart meters, and certainly in our Wi-Fi that's generally running throughout our houses. So I've just got 2 tips today on grounding for earth anchors, and I love these implementations in my life. There are many companies that make insertable magnets for the feet to put in your shoes. I have got some that I purchased, believe it or not, online on Amazon. They were not terribly expensive. I will put a link in this particular submission on YouTube so that you can see what I purchased, so that you can see that they're not expensive. We all have to work with the budgets that we have. But it came with a 3-pack, and they meet the pressure points of my feet. They are gel inserts, and they actually have the magnets right where my feet meet what many that work with accupressure, acupuncture points, and meridians know are key points in the feet. And those make a huge difference when I am wearing shoes and I am also walking in artificially made buildings with a lot of materials that make it hard for us to anchor. So consider adding magnets on that level to your life, especially in the shoes and the footwear that you have. And then there's another brilliant thing. It's called an earthing sheet. And again, more than one manufacturer, pick the one that you feel that you resonate with. But I have an earthing sheet now that has little microfilaments of silver in them, and they connect from the sheet via cord to an outlet, and they make sure that I have a greater ability to ground at night, because I sleep on a two-story house in a bedroom that does not connect me with the earth. And until I start sleeping out in my treehouse or in a tent outside, it is going to be my closest ability to stay connected. But when we wake up every single day and go routinely day after day without using our own electromagnetic frequencies, when we don't re-anchor and re-ground as human beings, as human sentients, and we neglect the fact that we're part of nature and that we are part of that earth grid energy, and we're codependent on it being healthy and flowing and consistent just like everybody else, we really are doing ourselves a disservice. And so there are some implementations. If you can't get outside every day and get your feet in the ground, as I've shown in other videos, here are some accommodations. We're all doing our best, and I want to make that known that there are additional things that we can be doing. So grounding out with magnets in your shoes. I put them in my slippers. I literally walk around the house with them in my slippers, these little gel inserts, and they're awesome. They're awesome. And the earthing sheet. Don't forget to get out and breathe, 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 breathe. Call in that energy down through the crown, up through your feet. Anchor as much as you can in your breath. Claim your day, call it in. If you don't, you are co-creating someone else's reality every single day. You get up every single day and you're in a routine that is absent, that isn't conscious, and you are co-creating the reality of the most dominant energy around you instead of yours. And we all know that generally isn't going to be what you would have chosen if you had been lucid enough to think about it. So, earth anchoring tips, looking forward to this weekend and the amazing, amazing souls that are going to be joining us for this entrainment in earth anchoring and connecting with all of sentient life. I do think that we have a position or two that is still open, so you can contact me if that interests you with earth and anchoring, earth and equus, the 26th to the 28th. So excited to be sharing more, and we'll let you know when there are more of these particular entrainment weekends and retreats coming up. Much love. Happy earth anchoring. Let's all stay connected.